What if the Big Bang wasn't the beginning? What if our universe is just one of many, part of an endless cosmic reality? From infinite bubbles to quantum sparks, scientists have explored mind-blowing theories about multiple universes. Buckle up, because today, we're diving into 6 theories that could change everything we know about existence. Eternal inflation theory. Imagine this. Our universe, the one we see, the one we live in, is just a tiny bubble in an infinite cosmic ocean. Sounds crazy, right? But according to the eternal inflation theory, that's exactly what might be happening. Let's rewind to the Big Bang. The common belief is that it was a one-time event. Boom! The universe was born and here we are. But what if I told you the expansion that followed never actually stopped? Think of space like a loaf of bread that's rising in the oven. Our universe is just one of the countless air pockets trapped inside, and as the bread expands, more air pockets form. More universes, popping into existence all the time. This idea comes from cosmic inflation, a theory proposed by physicist Alan Guth. He suggested that right after the Big Bang, the universe expanded at an insane rate, faster than the speed of light. But here's the twist. Some parts of space may have stopped expanding, forming stable bubble universes like ours, while others kept stretching indefinitely. So what does that mean? It means the universe isn't just vast, it's endless. And within this ever-expanding space, an infinite number of bubble universes are forming all the time, each with its own physical laws. Some might be completely alien to us. Maybe gravity works backward, or stars never form at all. And here's the real kicker. If this theory is true, then somewhere out there could be an alternate version of you, living in a slightly different reality. Or maybe in another bubble universe, Earth never even formed. But here's the big question. If these other universes exist, can we ever reach them? Well, probably not. The distances between them are incomprehensibly vast, and the space between bubbles might still be expanding faster than the speed of light. So even if we could travel at insane speeds, we'd never catch up. Still, the idea is mind-blowing. The eternal inflation theory doesn't just suggest a multiverse, it suggests an infinite, never-ending creation of new universes. And who knows, maybe one day we'll find a way to prove it. But until then, we can only wonder, how many versions of reality are out there, beyond the reach of our imagination? Many worlds interpretation. Okay, let's play a game. Imagine you're standing at a crossroads, you can go left or right. Simple choice, right? But what if I told you that the universe doesn't just pick one path, it picks both? One version of you goes left, and another version of you goes right. Sounds insane? Well, welcome to the many worlds interpretation. This theory suggests that every time something happens, every tiny quantum decision, the universe splits. Not just once, but infinitely. It's like a cosmic choose-your-own-adventure book where every single possibility actually plays out in a different universe. This all starts with quantum mechanics, the weird, mind-bending science that governs the tiniest particles in existence. Scientists notice that particles don't behave the way we expect them to. Sometimes they exist in multiple states at once until someone observes them. But here's where things get wild. Instead of the universe choosing just one outcome, what if it creates a new universe for each possible outcome? Imagine flipping a coin. Heads, one universe, tails, another. But now scale that up. Every choice, every decision, every random event in history has led to a branch in reality. There could be a version of you that made a different career choice, moved to a different city, or never even existed at all. It also means history itself is a tangled mess of infinite possibilities. In one universe, the dinosaurs never went extinct. In another, humanity colonized Mars centuries ago. In yet another, the laws of physics might be completely different, making life impossible. But here's the real kicker. We can't communicate with these other versions of reality. Once a new universe is formed, it becomes completely independent. That means there could be billions of versions of you out there, making different choices, but you'd never know it. So, if the many worlds interpretation is correct, reality isn't just one timeline, it's an infinite sea of timelines, each playing out every possible scenario. And the craziest part? This isn't science fiction. Some of the greatest physicists on Earth take this theory very seriously. Cyclic Model. What if I told you the universe didn't just have one beginning, but an infinite number of them? What if the Big Bang wasn't the first explosion of creation, but just one of many? Welcome to the Cyclic Model, a theory that completely changes the way we think about time, space, and existence itself. For most of us, the story of the universe is simple. The Big Bang happened, everything expanded, and eventually, it'll all either drift apart forever or collapse into nothing. But the cyclic model says, nope, that's not how it works. Instead, the universe goes through endless cycles of birth, death, and rebirth, forever. Imagine a giant cosmic heartbeat. The universe expands, galaxies form, stars are born, life emerges, but eventually the expansion slows down. Gravity pulls everything back together. Over billions of years, everything collapses into a single, dense point, just like before the Big Bang. Then, boom! Another Big Bang, a new universe, a new cycle. This has been happening for eternity. This means our universe is not the first, and it won't be the last. There could have been trillions of universes before this one, each with different histories, different possibilities, maybe even different laws of physics. And after our universe reaches its end, another one will rise in its place. One of the most mind-blowing parts of this theory? If the cyclic model is true, then the Big Bang wasn't really the beginning of time. It was just the latest reboot. The ultimate cosmic reset button. But here's the big question. If we're living in an endless loop, could something, anything, survive from one universe to the next? Could the fundamental structure of the cosmos carry over? Or crazier still, could memories, information, or even versions of us somehow persist across cycles? Right now, we don't have all the answers. But one thing is clear. If the universe has been cycling for eternity, then the past, present, and future are just different chapters in a never-ending story. A story that keeps rewriting itself. And if that's true, then the universe you know isn't just part of history. It's part of infinity. Brane Cosmology. What if I told you that our universe isn't the only one, but just a tiny slice of a much bigger reality? What if everything we see, from galaxies to black holes to ourselves, is trapped inside a giant invisible cosmic membrane, floating in a higher dimensional space? Sounds like science fiction, right? But this is exactly what Brane Cosmology suggests. Imagine a piece of paper, that's our universe, a thin, flat sheet floating in space. Now imagine another piece of paper, parallel to ours but completely separate. That's another universe, and there might not just be two, there could be millions of them, all stacked like pages in an infinite cosmic book. But here's the mind-blowing part, these brains don't just sit there, they move. Brane Cosmology, which comes from string theory, suggests that these invisible, higher-dimensional membranes can collide, and when they do, boom, a new Big Bang. That's right, our entire universe may have been born from two massive brains slamming into each other in a higher dimensional space. Think about what this means. It suggests that Big Bangs aren't one-time events, they happen over and over, every time brains collide. And if this is true, it means other universes, completely separate from ours, are forming all the time. Some might have entirely different physics, where gravity is weaker, or light moves slower, or time flows in reverse. But here's where it gets really crazy. If our universe is just a three-dimensional brain inside a higher dimensional space, then what else is out there? Could there be beings, civilizations, or even entire realities in dimensions we can't perceive? Could gravity, which seems weaker than the other forces, actually be leaking into these other universes? And if brains collide to create Big Bangs, could they also interact in other ways? Could there be signs of other universes pressing up against ours, influencing it in ways we haven't yet detected? Some scientists think the strange anomalies in the cosmic microwave background, leftover radiation from the Big Bang, might actually be the fingerprints of another universe brushing against our own. So, if Brane Cosmology is right, then our universe isn't all there is. We're just one floating membrane in an endless cosmic ocean. And somewhere out there, beyond what we can see, the next great collision might already be on its way, bringing another universe to life. Quantum fluctuation model. Alright, get ready for this. What if the entire universe, everything you see, everything you know, just popped into existence out of nowhere? No grand design, no cosmic blueprint, just a tiny random fluctuation in the fabric of reality that suddenly blew up into the universe we live in today. Sounds ridiculous, right? But according to the quantum fluctuation model, that's exactly what might have happened. To understand this, we need to dive into the bizarre world of quantum mechanics, where particles appear and disappear in empty space, as if reality itself is flickering in and out of existence. This isn't science fiction, it's a proven fact. In the quantum realm, energy randomly fluctuates, creating tiny bursts of matter that exist for fractions of a second before vanishing. But what if, once upon a time, one of these fluctuations didn't vanish? What if instead it grew? Some physicists believe that the universe itself could have emerged from one of these quantum blips, starting as an incredibly tiny speck of energy, which then rapidly expanded into everything we see today. In other words, the Big Bang might not have been a singular planned event, but just the result of a random natural process. But here's where it gets even wilder. If our universe was born from a quantum fluctuation, why stop at one? If this is a natural process, then universes could be forming all the time. In the vast emptiness beyond what we can observe, new Big Bangs might be sparking into existence, creating entire new realities with their own stars, galaxies, and maybe even life. And what if this cycle never ends? In some versions of this theory, even when our universe eventually fades away, another quantum fluctuation could create a brand new one, restarting the process all over again. It's like the cosmos is a never-ending quantum lottery, constantly spitting out new universes, some successful, some not. So if this theory is correct, then our universe is nothing special. It's just one of countless others, each born from the strange and unpredictable laws of quantum physics. Which raises an even bigger question: if universes can pop into existence from nothing, then what's stopping another one from forming right now, right in front of us? Pre-Big Bang scenario. We all know the story. The universe began with the Big Bang, an explosion of energy and matter that created everything we see today. But here's the real question: what happened before the Big Bang? Was there nothing, just an empty void waiting for reality to begin? Or was something already there, something far older than our universe itself? Welcome to the mind-bending mystery of the pre-Big Bang scenario. For a long time, scientists avoided this question entirely. The Big Bang was considered the beginning of time itself, so asking what came before it was like asking what's north of the North Pole. But now, some theories suggest that the Big Bang wasn't the first event. It was just a transition, a transformation of something that already existed. One possibility? Our universe was born from the collapse of a previous one. Imagine a universe that expanded for billions of years, just like ours is now. But instead of stretching forever, it eventually slowed down, reversed, and crunched into a single, ultra-dense point. That moment, the Big Crunch, then triggered a new Big Bang, rebooting the universe in an endless cycle of expansion and collapse. Another theory suggests that the Big Bang was actually the result of two higher-dimensional universes, also known as branes, colliding in a vast, unseen dimension. The energy released in this cosmic smash-up could have sparked the birth of our universe, meaning there could be an entire history of universes before ours, stretching back indefinitely. But here's where it gets really wild. What if the pre-Big Bang universe wasn't like ours at all? What if it had different laws of physics, different dimensions, or even a completely different form of matter and energy? If that's the case, then our universe isn't just young, it's part of an unimaginably ancient chain of realities, each one shaping the next. And maybe, just maybe, clues about this forgotten era still exist. Some scientists believe that remnants of the pre-Big Bang universe could be hiding in the cosmic microwave background, the faint glow left over from the Big Bang. If we can decode these signals, we might finally uncover the truth about what existed before everything we know. So, was the Big Bang really the beginning? Or was it just the latest chapter in a story far older than we can possibly imagine? The universe may never give up all its secret, but that won't stop us from trying to find out. The universe is full of mysteries, and the idea of multiple realities is just the beginning. Which theory blew your mind the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you love exploring the unknown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more mind-bending content, only on InnoVision Tech.